We play your position. I don't want nobody listening. Give us my own decision. I'm the one that been calling me splurge. I can talk right like a bird. Make this one fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third. Solid, I'm keeping my word. Take my ear, I don't know what you heard. Cook up the phone, I swear. Keep me a stop, ain't heard.
If you don't mind passing the mic just further down. There's a gentleman in the blue.
Hi, Bill.
Hi.
Welcome back to Europe.
Thank you.
In terms of the Buffalo win and the Vegas defeat, it seemed like something was starting to finally click on the offense. I mean, it was the third highest rate in terms of motion from that offense, but then obviously Kendrick Bourne getting injured and the Z receiver that seemed to kind of damage the chances last week because the receivers weren't getting much separation against Washington. But I know the other gentleman asked about Boutte or just in general. Are you hoping that the young guys in the second half of the season can go on and make an impact and just sort of give the offense some life in that regard?
Right. Well, each week's different. So, different team, different opponent, different scheme, different players. So, we'll see how we match up this week against the Colts. And last week was last week against a different team, different players, different scheme. So, we'll see what happens this week. But of course, our goal offensively is to not turn the ball over and score points, whether that's explosive plays or converting in the red area. So that's our goal every week, and that'll be our goal this week. Hopefully we'll do a good job of it.
Even though it's obviously different opponents, so have you and Coach O'Brien had discussions about, because the way offenses have developed now in the NFL, there is a lot of motion at the line of scrimmage. So have you guys sort of tried to implement that into the game plan or hoping to have that going forward? Because I think in the first half of the season we didn't see a lot of that on the Patriots offense, but it seems like I mentioned before, that injury, there was a real sort of adjustment to try and get that as part of the offense week in and week out.
Yeah. Well, again, there are advantages to go in motion. There's drawbacks to go in motion. So if we can use to our advantage, we'll use it. If we don't think it helps us, then we probably won't. So that's pretty much the same discussion every week.
Thank you, Bill.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Back row, far right.
Hey, Mike. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. I've heard the word struggle mentioned, but you spoke about execution. I think it's worth highlighting that you're actually 10th among quarterbacks in passes completed over 20 yards. I think, well, you can give your own assessment as well, but 2 and 7, obviously, people look at that. But I think there's obviously been a lot of injuries on the O-line and with receivers.
Yeah.
We're getting a bit healthier now. How do you look at the second half of the season? And is there a point where you're like, right, we're getting healthier now, maybe I can air it out some more? And how do you sort of assess these remaining games?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think, like you said, it's every week is a different game plan, and there's different people playing sometimes with the injury, and that's every team. And the biggest thing is how can I execute the game plan? And I always say, take what the defense gives. So if they give you that, the deeper throw, then take it. If you got time, then you got to take it, and I can do a better job with that. But at the same time, you can't force, right? You can't press or do anything like that. You got to read the play for what it is based on that play. So that's a great question, and I think there's offenses around the league that you see that do that a lot, and some of them are more run the ball and do this and that. So it just depends on the day and game plan and team, really.
Do you feel that your deep passing has developed more this season? Because obviously different coordinators now going from Josh to Bill.
Yeah.
But obviously I feel like last season maybe there was some frustration amongst fans. You had ISO screen and then see where we're at on third down. Do you feel that maybe this year, you've developed and that confidence is there? So like you said, if you see a read downfield, you can say, right, I'm more capable of making that throw.
Yeah, it sounds like you got an offensive coordinator in the future. ISO draws, I love it. But yeah, for that question, I think, like I say, each year is different, and I actually threw the ball, pretty good last year deep, statistically, and there's some things that were good there, but I want to do that every year, and I like throwing the ball deep. I did it in college a lot and had a lot of success, so it's definitely in my blood, and I want to do that. So, got to improve there and make it work.
Maybe we'll call plays together sometime in the future.
Heck yeah, sounds good.
Couple final questions. Far left. Pass the mic back to our offensive coordinator here.
You set me up well there. This is good. Hey Matthew.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Doing well.
Welcome back to Europe, as you've been a few times. Speak about the history of the game before 2011. You had your, I know you've been asked about this before, your lone catch from Tom, 46-yard against Miami. I think 2011.
You got a good memory.
Right. Yeah. In a win as well, I think double digits.
Yes, most importantly.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Have there been times this season, or unfortunately Kendrick Bourne's just been injured, and obviously some young guys on the offense, where you thought, I might have to get some snaps at receiver again? No,
I'm retired from receiver. No, look, we've joked about it, but we've got a tremendous group of guys with a lot of talent and a lot younger knees and a lot better ability at this point, certainly. So, I love that room, though. I love those guys that we have. They enjoy being around each other. They bring great joy and energy to our football team. So, really proud of that group. And they've had a lot of adversity this year, but they keep coming into work. They work hard. They keep their heads down, and that's all you can ask for from a group of guys like that.
In terms of that adversity, that you touched upon with the young guys, do you think this serves them better for the future as opposed to, because when you're winning Super Bowls, you've been on many of those teams, it's sometimes not easy, but things are going well. Like, are these moments going to be crucial for them in the future?
Absolutely. And I've tried to stress that with the football team this year whenever I have a chance to speak to the guys. I truly believe that adversity makes you not only better as a professional, but I think better men. You can't really grow unless you're under tension, under pressure, under adversity. And, we've experienced a lot of growth this year. And it's been uncomfortable. It's been just flat out unenjoyable at times. But I think everyone, if they take the right mindset and approach here, has a lesson that they can learn to make themselves better professionally and and personally. So hopefully we don't miss those lessons.
Thanks, Matthew.
Camera platform. Other question? All right.
I was going to say I might as well go. I'll keep you for one. Sorry, is that okay?
It's all good.
Last week it seemed that the defense struggled to get pressure against the Commanders, and I think how are you feeling going into this game? Is there a point to we're on a business trip, you're in a new country, is there a point to prove, and do you think the defense is going to bounce back and style? And have been any particular conversations in terms of how that can be rectified to get pressure on the quarterback? Because just from watching last week, it seemed to be a particular struggle.
Yeah, I think we definitely wanted to get more pressure on the quarterback. We know that they went in with 41 sacks, and we didn't get a chance to maximize every opportunity that we had. So going into this game, we know that we have another great opportunity to showcase what we can do, getting more pressure on the quarterback, stopping their run, forcing them to pass, and making them one-dimensional.
And then more lightheartedly, 91's my favourite number because I was born in 1991.
Yeah.
Is there any special meaning for you with 91, or is it just a number that sort of fell to you?
Well, before I got to the Patriots, it was just a number. But then I realized that there was a player here by the name of Marquise Hunt. He wore the number, and after I heard his story, I wear this number with a lot of pride.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, guys. Oh, one last one here in front row. Yeah. Don't be shy.
I have one short question. When do you come back to Germany?
I don't know when, but I would love to.
Off season.
I can't do it this off season, but if I ever have opportunity to, I will. Trust me. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Please do.
No problem.
No problem. You have a good one.
Thank you.
I think Mac Jones will be next, followed by Matthew Slick. No more questions, but we have one more answer.
I said Marquise Hunt, but his name is Marquise Hill. I said his name wrong. I do apologize for all of his family out there. His name is Marquise Hill. He was a great man, played at LSU, and I wear that number with a lot of pride. Thank you.
Thank you.
Figure it out. Hey, Ramondre, what did you learn about Zeke that you didn't know? And Zeke, what did you learn about Ramondre that you didn't know about him?
I'm gonna keep it light, but the little joke he just made about drinking beer, like you can't just believe everything he says. Never play around too much.
Zeke?
I would say just, I wouldn't say I didn't know this about Ramondre, but just, I mean, he's a true pro. Just he takes this very serious, and he comes to work every day, and he does everything he needs, everything this team needs him to do, and I mean that's why he's the type of player he is.
Hi, Jabril. On your right.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So my question is about your past and your future. The past is about your college career. You proved anyone you can play anywhere on the field. So the question is about the future. If you had the chance, would you prove that you can also go further by playing in the Olympics, flag football?
I don't know about the flag football thing. I'm a violent guy. I like hitting people. I don't think I'll fare too well.
That might be an issue.
Yeah, they try to kick me out of games, you know, with equipment. So I don't think that'll be for me for sure.
Thanks.
Take a couple final questions. Don't hear me? All right.
Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
guys.
That's a mic drop quote anyway.
Yeah.
Y'all can quote me on that one.